you doing? Good to see you. It's really good to see you, can I tell you? My name is Charles Arthur, and our little band here is called the Bellevue Rhythmaires. We're off right here in Richmond. Bellevue because I live right across the street over in Bellevue, so it's kind of convenient to come over here and play. Anyway, we're happy to be here and play some music for you. We're going to do all sorts of stuff and have a nice time, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm so glad we got good weather for this. Can you believe it? It's not an oven out here. It's actually kind of pleasant. That's good. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. All right, rip it, boys. Thank you so much. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished him well. But you could see that Pierre did truly love Mademoiselle. And now the young Miss Sure and Madame are on the chapel bell. C'est la vie, say the old folks, that go to show you never can tell. They furnished off an apartment with a two-room rowboat sail. The coolerette was filled with TV dinners and ginger ale. But when Pierre found work, the little money come and worked out well. C'est la vie, said the old folks, that go to show you never can tell. Go ahead, Chris. Chris Fuller on mandolin. They had a souped-up Jimmy Bones, a Cherry 53. Drove it down to New Orleans to celebrate their anniversary. It was there that Pierre was married to the lovely Mademoiselle. C'est la vie, say the old folks, that go to show you never can tell. What you got, Jesse? Jesse Wells on fiddle, everybody, Jesse Wells. They had a hi-fi phone on board, did they let it play? The 700 little records, all rock, rhythm, and jazz. But when the sun went down, the rapid tempo of the music fell. C'est la vie, said the old folks, that go to show you never can tell. I got one. Charles Arthur on guitar, everybody. Give it up for Charles Arthur. And give me a fiddle once again. One more fiddle. how the young men should be done, but run the chapel bell. C'est la vie, city hole, folks. It's go to show you never can tell. Oh, c'est la vie, city hole, folks. Go to show you never can tell. One more time. Well, c'est la vie, city hole, folks. Go to show you never can. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Man, I'm just ecstatic. I can't believe how nice it feels out here. I'm in shock. It's great. So yeah, my name is Charles Arthur, and this is my brother Claude Arthur, playing bass. Right, this is my brother. Give it up. Come on, my brother Claude Arthur, please give it up for. And this is kind of an interesting thing because there's a gentleman here who happens to be our father. He's sitting right there. This is my dad, Claude Arthur. Yep, that you can give him a hand, sure. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's.
You get a big head.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of funny. Poor Dad, he had 3 kids, and I'm the youngest. Claude's in the middle, and then there's our sister. And so out of 3, 2 of these kids ended up being full-time musicians. I'm so sorry, Dad. That's the way it goes. I'm real sorry, but
we didn't plan it.
Dad didn't play any instruments at all. He was an airline pilot, and there's nothing he loved more than flying a plane. But he was an appreciator of music, and he did have a bunch of records. He had a stack about that wide of records, and most of them, almost all of them, were classical. And of those, it was mostly Bach. But there was a couple others there on the end that were not classical music, and one was this blue record that I somehow became interested in when I was about 5 years old. It was called Roger Miller's Golden Hits. Yeah. And for some reason, when I was a kid, I loved playing that record. I would take it up to my room and I would play it while I was goofing off in my room. And this was the first song on that record. And I'm not even going to tell you the title. I think you're going to recognize it. Trailers for sale of rent, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes on the 2 hours of pushing broom, buys a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road, 3rd boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Old worn out suit and shoe. I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. What you got? I know every engineer on every train. Thank you. All their children, all their names, and every handout in every town. Every like that ain't like when no one's around. I sing trailers for sale, rooms to let 50 cents. But no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I'm 2 hours of pushing brooms by some 8, 12, 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road, just me and the bass right here. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. 2 hours of pushing broom buys 8, 12, 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. I'm a man of means by no means. King of the road. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dad, for buying that record. I appreciate it. Well, let's see here. So, you know, this is a funny little band. I guess we, as I often like to say, we smell like a bluegrass band. I mean, in that we have a fiddle and mandolin and all that. We actually play very little bluegrass. That's the irony there. We just tend to play kind of a variety of stuff. We might touch on a little bluegrass, maybe. We might. Yeah. But I thought it'd be nice to play a little country music. Now you got to be careful because the word country means different things to different people. Now, for me, the first thing that comes to my mind is the absolute Mount Everest of country music in my book is a gentleman by the name of Hank Williams. And I'm talking Hank Williams Sr. There's a few of them, actually, his descendants, but Hank Williams. And so this is probably his most famous song, or most popular, I bet. And once again, I'm not going to tell you. You'll know it. Believe me. Trust me. I said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I said, hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? Oh, I got a hot run Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. They're sort of popping, dancing free. So if you want to have fun, come along with me. I said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I'll tell them about it, Chris. What you got? cooking? What you got cooking? How's about saving all your time for me? Well, I said no, no more looking. But I know I've been tooken. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my day book over the fence and buy me 1 for 5 or 10 cents. I keep it till it covered with A, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. I said, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Here we go, boy. How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up with me? Well, thank you again. Well, let's see here. So me and Dad and me and my brother, we grew up in, I was born in Leesburg, Virginia. But before that, they lived in Nashville, Tennessee, where my dad was flying out of there. And so my sister and this guy, my brother, they were born in Nashville. And I think those are good years, weren't they?
I remember.
He didn't remember. He was young. Dad, those are
Must have been good, yeah.
Nashville. You like Nashville, right? Didn't you? You like living there? Yeah. You don't look too enthused about it, but okay. Okay. Well, I think just in honor of that, we will do a pretty waltz named after the state of Tennessee. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. Well, I remember the night in the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Dancing with my darling to the old Tennessee waltz when an old friend that I just happened to see. Well, you know, I introduced him to my lover, and you know, while they were dancing, oh Lord, my friend, he just up and stole my sweetheart from me. Remember the night in the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. The beautiful Tennessee waltz. Tennessee waltz. Thank you. To my brother. Everybody give it up for Claude Arthur, please. Claude Arthur.
All right. We want to know, we hope we haven't embarrassed you too much, Dad, but that is our father out there, Captain Claude Arthur. And I know we shouldn't do two sentimental songs in a row, but we're going to do another sentimental song. See if you remember this one, Dad. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Well, you had 6 kids and I had 11, and there were 8 others just blooming like flowers. I wish you would come back, my beautiful darling. Your kids and my kids are beating up ours. Where, oh, where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and I thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone. Thank you. Remember that one?
We actually used to sing that when we were little kids. Mom and Dad would go, "Hey, sing that song, that hee-haw song." And we would do.
Okay, I guess it's not that sentimental, but you know.
That was like a good 50 years ago, I think. So, oh my God. Wow, man. Well, let's see here. Let's do a rock and roll number. Now, here we go again with the putting words onto genres of music. The words rock and roll mean different things to different people. So now for me, rock and roll, the first thing that comes up for me is this guy. You may have heard of him from the 50s. His name is Chuck Berry. Any of you ever heard of Chuck Berry? Yeah. I love Chuck Berry. He was a huge, I love listening to his music, and he was a huge influence on my electric guitar playing. And I just think, you know, he's one of the greatest. We probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. He's a real important musician there. So I always love to do at least a couple of Chuck Berry tunes. So I think let's do, and keep A, we'll go again, coming on the floor. There stood a log cabin made of earth and wood. Well, there's a country boy named Johnny B. Good, who never ever learned to read or write so well, but he could play a guitar just like a ring in the bell. Well, go, go, Johnny, go, go, yeah. Go, Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go, Johnny B. Good. He used to carry his guitar in a gunny sack, go sit beneath the trees by the railroad track, and in the engineer would see him sitting in the shade, strumming with the rhythm that the drivers made. And people passing by, he could stop and say, "Whoa, ma, but that little country boy can play." Go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, 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 Johnny, go, go. Johnny, be good. I got see you, Claude. See you. Bye-bye. See you. good. I got one. Thank you so much. That was my dad who walked away in the middle of that number. If you see him, tell him that was a great number. Will you tell him? No, look, Dad he's 97 years old. He turned 97 in May. So, yeah, it was a lot for him to come down here. So, anyway, that's, we appreciate that. Dad's funny. He loved classical music and Bach. That was his favorite thing. Yet he had a bunch of bluegrass records there too, or a handful. He loved Flatt and Scruggs and banjo. So yeah, anything in between he had no interest in whatsoever. No, wait a minute. Actually, no, he did have another. He did have another box set. I don't know if you remember this, Claude. There's a Time Life box set. Jesse, you're pretty young. There were these things back in the day. They're called records. LP records, right? Yeah, he's pretty young. How old is he? He's like 32. Okay, so yeah, you should check them out. Records are pretty cool. You might like that. Yeah, 8-track. Well, 8-track. Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's. He had a Time Life box set. It was called The Swing Years. Because that's when he was growing up, he and Mom, when they were growing up, that's what the popular music was of the day, was the big band jazz. How lucky they were. That's pretty cool. So I think we're gonna do one over there. It's in key of C, and I think this is Dad was funny. He's got all these vintage books that he really cherishes, and some of them are really old. There's one problem though, is that he loved to read, and if he saw something he would take a pen and underline the good section. So we've got all these vintage books worth a lot of money, or they were, except Dad's underlines are all over them. So it's but he would do that with records too. He'd put a check mark next to the songs that he liked. And this was the first one on there that had a check mark. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't go walking down a lover's lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down a lover's lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from a guy next door to me. Well, the girl you met really loves to pet, and she fits you to a T. Well, don't go walking that old tree with anyone else but me. Well, I come marching home. What you got, Jesse? Play some jazz, boy. Said don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, 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 don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Yeah, I said don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, 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 don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Well, I just got word from a guy who heard from a guy next door to me that the girl you met really loves the pet and she fits you to a T. Yeah, but don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching, till I come marching. Thank you. Thank you. Well, let's see here. So, I live here right in the neighborhood. All of us live in here in Richmond. And like I said, me and my brother are both full-time musicians, which is a weird way to make a living. I mean, you don't do such a thing unless you really, not only do you love to play music, but I mean, you really need to play music, and it kills you to not do it. So that's why you do such a thing. So you figure out a way to kind of figure out how to do it. I know both Claude and I have been on the road a little bit over the years, but I think we both did that until the romance kind of wore away. You know, I think it's kind of a neat thing to go on the road and you sort of leave your responsibilities behind for a little bit, and just basically every day as you drive to the gig, you arrive, you eat, you play the gig, you go to the hotel, and then you start all over again. Drive, arrive, eat, play the gig, go to the hotel. And at first, it's the greatest thing in the world, and then you get kind of over the traveling, and airports in particular, ever since 9/11, they're no fun at all. So then you stay home, and then what do you do? Well, if you're gonna be a musician and you want to have some sort of home life, there are two things you kind of have to do. And one is you got to teach, right? And then secondly is you got to play weddings. But because weddings they pay pretty good, you know, so you got to do it. So you got to kind of swallow your pride and do the old wedding gig, which actually I love doing wedding gigs. It's fun. It's actually kind of the purest situation in the world. You're playing for people, dancing, having a good time. It's great. So there's a song that you got to play if you're going to do a wedding. You're going to have to do this song, and I've done it thousands of times, but I never get tired of it. And I think you'll recognize it. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? Well, my girl, talk about my girl. I've got so much honey there, the bees into me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the tree. Well, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? Well, my girl, talking about my girl. Oh, break it down. Oh, yeah. fortune or fame. I've got all the riches that one man can't claim. Yeah, I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? Well, my girl, talking about my girl. Oh, my girl, talking about my girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day with my girl. And I've even got the month of May with my girl. Oh, my girl. Oh, my girl. Thank you, thank you. I bet you didn't expect to hear a bluegrass band play that one, huh? Let's see here. Well, I got a good one. Let's get back to the old country thing. All right, I'm gonna do some shameless self-promotion here. Is that all right with you guys? You in? All right.
What else is new?
Well, let me see. There's a record that's coming out. You heard of Johnny Cash, right? You might probably heard of Johnny Cash. Well, a couple years ago, Johnny Cash, his son, his name's John Carter Cash, found a book of poetry that Johnny Cash had written, and none of it ever got put to music. And so he contacted a bunch of famous recording artists to put music to these lyrics, and they put out a record of that stuff. And the plan was they're going to put out 2 volumes of it. So one volume got put out a couple years ago. Long story, but I happen to know a person in a famous band, and his band was asked to put music to some of these lyrics. And he contacted me, and he asked me to come play on it. And so what happened is, I mean, this is my friend. He's filthy rich. Okay, he's in a big band, and so there was nothing for them to fly me down to Nashville. They flew me down there, put me up in a swanky hotel. The next morning, I get up and I drive over to Johnny Cash's house. We go into the log cabin on his property where he's got a recording studio, and we record this song. Yeah, that was me, believe it or not. This doesn't happen to me every day. Most of the time, I'm playing my girl at weddings, okay? But this was a pretty heady experience. And just so you know, this cabin had all these Johnny Cash artifacts. And I didn't know, but he's a big hunter, big outdoorsman. And so there were fish all over the place, and trophies, deer and goats I didn't recognize. I don't know, but there was something he shot, and he put them on the wall, and all sorts of interesting pictures. And so we recorded the song, and it went really well. It's coming out sometime soon, I think. But there was one room they wouldn't allow any pictures to be taken in this room. We walked in, and there's all these old master tapes. It was a medium-sized room, but all along the walls were all these master tapes of Johnny Cash at San Quentin, Johnny Cash at Folsom Prison, the Carter family here and there. And they wouldn't allow you to take pictures in there, but there were all these guitars laying around, and there was this one old electric guitar case that looked pretty well worn. And I was just about to say, hey, what's in that? And this guy goes, hey, man, you got to see what's in here. And this was one of the guys who works there. And he opened it up, and there's this old guitar from the 50s. It's the guitar that was played on Johnny Cash's 50s hits. And I said, can I please play that guitar? And he said, sure. And so I went in and plugged it into my amp, and this is what I played. I hear the train coming, it's rolling down the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down the Saturday. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't never play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Who wants Christmas? Well, I bet those restaurants eating in a fancy dining car, they're probably drinking coffee and pulling big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I long to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. I'm gonna take one. Break it down, boys. I'm gonna do one by myself. Ready? Let me do another one. Help us out, Clark. Jesse Wells on fiddle, everybody.
That wasn't that bad.
Thank you so much. Let's see here. I think we got time to rest up after that last one. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only thing we'll see. No, I won't shed a tear. No, I won't shed a tear just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. When the sky that we look upon has tumbled and fallen, and the mountain has crumbled to the sea, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, Lord. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only thing we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, 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 oh. La, 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 la. Thank you. Wow. What a pleasure it is to be here to play for you. And I'm really appreciate you coming out and appreciate the weather being so nice. And Appreciate my dad coming out, our dad. Yeah, just thank you so much for listening. And again, my name is Charles Arthur. This little band is called the Bellevue Rhythmaires. It's a weird name, but we got Jesse Wells on fiddle, Chris Fuller on mandolin, my big brother Claude Arthur on bass. I'm Charles Arthur. We had a great time. We're going to do a final number. I'm going to get back to my country music hero and Hank Williams. This is a song called Jambalaya. Well, goodbye, Joe. We got to go. Me ho, my ho. We got to go roll the Pier Road down the bayou. My headphone, sweetest one. Me ho, my ho. The son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya, crawfish, and pie, filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle Mio. Pick guitar, fill fruit jar, and Miguel. The son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. Once again, Jesse Wells on fiddle, everybody. Thibodeau, Fontano, the place is buzzy. Kinfolk come to see you from by the dozen. Dress in style, go hog wild, and the gay ho. The son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. Well, jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle Mio. A big guitar, fill fruit jar, and big ale. The son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. All right, Chris Fuller on mandolin, everybody. Claude Arthur on bass, everybody. Take another one, Claude, take another one. For tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle Mio. A big guitar, a fill fruit jar, and a gale. Son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. Throw it out one more time. Well, jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo. For tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle Mio. With a big guitar, fill fruit jar, a hand pick ale. Son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. All right, great, everyone. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a great time. We had a wonderful time playing for you. Thank you so much. We are the Bellevue Rhythmaires, and I hope we see you again sometime down the road. Yeah, 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 yeah. A son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. Tag it, boy. Well, son of a gun gonna have big fun on the bayou. One more time, one more. Well, son of a gun gonna have big Thank you all so much. Hope you had a great time. See you around, all right? Take care. Bye-bye. Be safe.